Hello everyone, this is Direwell20, and welcome to episode 25 of Direwell20's UniversIO Let's Play series, where I've got tons of LPG and gasoline and kerosene and diesel, and everything's doing good. Last episode we automated all these fluids, so that's pretty cool. And in today's episode, the plan is to automate the creation of plastic. So my thoughts are as follows. I'm just going to stick a thing in here that says plastic goes in. Now does he... No, actually not there, but we actually want the plastic to go into the thermopneumatic processing plant directly. That's what we want, right? Yes, yes, yes. So the plastic's going to go in here. There you go. And what I'm also probably going to do, now that I'm thinking about it, plastic needs coal, right? So we can do the same with the speed upgrades at the same time, probably? Yeah, I think that should be doable. Yes, probably. We're probably going to have to change something up, but we'll see. So I taught the pattern grid here. 1 bucket of LPG equals a plastic sheet. We will throw an extra coal in there to say that. Actually, I think I have to turn it off fluids mode for that. So if I do this and that, that should be cool. All right, so 1 coal and 1 bucket LPG should be a plastic sheet. Let's see if this works the way I think it will, which I expect it will, right? So then if I say, hey, give me some plastic, it's going to say, I'm going to make 10 with 1 and 1. It's going to get more than 10, but that's okay, right? So now you should be in here. You should be doing your thing. You should be getting plastics. And that... Oh, right, I need 10 coal, not 1 coal. Yeah, so let's steal that pattern back. And while I'm at it, I'll just throw 9 in there. Whoops. And now what I have is a interface here. This guy extracts on white. So on the opposite side here, we're going to insert on white and we're going to filter plastic. Right, so now he should be extracting his plastic sheets and that should be cool. Excellent. And I might throw speed upgrades in there, we'll see. So your pattern is actually 10 coal, right? And I think that's smarter. So now if we look at our plastic, we should have more than 10, right? If I request 10, again, it's 1 and 1. Start, it'll go. And that works for me. And then I can add the diesel thing in here. The only thing I'm going to have to figure out how to do is if I want the diesel to work, we're going to have to add buckets somewhere, right? Because diesel turns into, whatchamacallit again? Lubricant, right? Which lubricant can be used to make all kinds of cool stuff. But primarily I use it for speed upgrades. So we'd have to find a clever way to get those working properly. But I'm sure we could manage it, right? Yeah. The problem is that for that, like this machine is very dedicated because of the way this is set up to making plastics. So we might want a second thermopneumatic processing plant to keep plastics separate from diesel. Because what's going to happen is it's going to create a diesel bucket and then it's going to get stuck because it won't have a plastic bucket to extract. So we really shouldn't do diesel in the same processing plant. Fair? Yeah, I think that's fair. Cool. All right, so we've got plastics automated now. So what about an interface? Give me another couple of you. Oh, we're missing Terra steel. Right. Let's get Terra steel automated more than it already is. I am waiting to make mana though, so let's get some mana steel ingots. And we want copper, right? And iron. Because I want to automate both of these things. And remember, the reason we're focusing on Pneumaticraft automations right now is because I want to be able to easily make the circuits that I need. All right, so this automation should still be in play, right? I do this, and then we're cool. Sweet. Good to me. The Hopper Hawk could be a little bit faster, but meh, it's fine. But then what we want is a bunch of open crates over here, right? That's going to be a thing. We're also going to want a lot of loading wood. Because basically what I'm thinking we want to do is have open crates above all of these, plus one over here for making, you know, standard mana production stuff. That should be good, right? Yeah. Dude, this thing works great. I'm really liking the usage of drones for a lot of automation in this pack. Okay. So now if I want an interface, and a crafter. Now remember, each of these requires the 4 Terra steel, right? Which is, you know, very quickly going to be a problem for me. Which is why we're automating it. Sweet. Okay. So interface and crafter. I should probably replace this guy with the interface. And we could put the crafter under him. Okay. And that'll work. Now, how am I for cables? I could probably run cables all the way over there. You need some power going in here, and that should be cool. And then we just kind of want to keep this underground. Oh, I guess that's a really deep hole for some reason. I think I accidentally vein mined that one day. Didn't I do that like way early on in the series? I love this red matter thingy. Alright, we shouldn't be too far from our house at this point, right? Where am I in relation to everything? Feels like I'm further away than I need to be. Do I have my magnet equipped, by the way? Because I didn't notice anything being magneted in. Okay, yeah, now we're good. So maybe here-ish? There we go. Okay, that works. Yeah, this thing is the best. It's awesome. I miss being able to play with like Project E stuff, you know. It's rare that packs have it because obviously it's a very specific mod, right? Like there's only specific uses for it, really. If you just throw it in any random kitchen sink pack, it's just not going to fit. Unless you somehow gate it behind something way more expensive. But it is fun to play with every now and then. All right, so now this should be online. Perfect. Cool. And that's where we'll do our Terra steel crafting. And now that cable is going to be used shortly for more of that stuff, right? So Terra steel is this. Check. Okay. And then we're also going to need to know how to make mana steel, which is basically going to be that. So then we're going to want another crafter. All right, and that's going to use up all my Terra steel, I think. Right? Or no? I'm not sure. So you go in here. How am I for Terra? Yes. Crafter. And then interface won't be makeable unless we make 4 Terra steel. So then by starting that process, we should be cool. Nice. Okay. And then he should hopper hock it up right into the thing, and we're cool. That works. Like I said, he could be a little bit faster, and I really wish I could find something better to vacuum up with. Something that's both a little bit faster and, you know, a little bit more filterable. I might do drone because I need to. One thing I definitely need to do is we're gonna need to vacuum up this whole area, right? Because items are gonna drop and be either duped or transformed into things. Now the good news is most of what's being transformed over here is cosmic dust. So if I just blacklist cosmic dust, we're cool, right? That's it. And yeah, that should be pretty easy. All right, since I'm low on wood, now's a good time to put this here. Perfect. Okay, let's see. So I've got my crafter now, and what I wanted to make was some living wood, and that's the reason I came here to hook this up. So let's start making living wood. I'm not sure if this is something we're going to need to automate or not. I keep saying that. I probably really should automate these guys. But we'll see. So I'm thinking about it. I think I could probably reuse this drone. Yeah? How do we feel about that idea? Let's reuse the drone that we have. What I'm going to do, because I think this will be cool, is relocate the Terra Steel Crafter over to here, and then have the drone cover this whole area for item stuff. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds cool. That could be neat. Yes, that should be doable. Let's take you with me. Let's make sure that your drone program is the one that's for Terra Steel. It is, right? Yes. Good. So I'm just gonna import the program, which means you're gonna load up what was on the drone and put it in here. Okay. And then we're going to relocate some of these things that exist over here. For sure, this stuff. Okay. And other things probably as well. So let me clean up my inventory real quick. You can go away. You can go away. Probably going to need cable soon, but not that soon. That should be fine. Cool. All right, so this thing will live over here, right? So we'll have you, I think, face this way. No. This way. That should be good. With a dispenser upgrade. And then you. Safety upgrade. I had charcoal. Where did it go? Didn't I have charcoal? Huh, that's funny. Tablet. Okay, so then you're good. You are enabled on high signal. And then we will once again program you with this. And you're going to be emit when below 4.5. There you go. And that'll charge that guy back up. Sweet. All right. Then I want to have this thing. Okay. Along with you. I'm probably just going to want to move this whole thing, right? Probably, yes. Perfect. And then we'll deal with all the cabling in a bit. Okay, so you're going to sit here. Sounds, well, where do I want this to live? Probably here. This thing's almost too fast. Okay. Cool. Now, we could have the drone do the picking up of the Terra steel, right? We probably could. Because we're going to want the drone to pick up the stuff over here anyway. So let's plan for that. Yeah, I like that idea. And what if we put this guy here? That would be neat. Okay. And then we're going to have our input chest for Terra steel can sit here. And then I'm not going to have input chests for these guys. They're all going to get droppers, right? With crafters on them. Okay. And the first crafter I'm probably going to want to make is going to be for mana steel. Okay, so this thing's job will be to insert gold, which will get dropped, and then turn into mana steel. Good deal? Okay. That works for me. And then the other crafter will live here. And that's going to be your Terra steel crafter. Excellent. All right, let me run this cable underground and I'll be right back. All right, so these guys should be back online now. Okay. And then let's just make sure that this thing's all good. Somehow I placed you wrong. That's okay. Better? Oh, still? Come on. There you go. Perfect. Okay. And then we will probably want, like I said, that. And then we'll have other crafters sitting on top of those for all those autocrafts, right? That makes sense? So for now, let's run this cable across here. And these will eventually be like all crafters. But if I run this up like that, that should be cool. And that should bring this guy online. And now you have a mana steel crafter. And then you're the Terra steel crafter. And then the key will be relocating with the GPS thing. And we're probably going to want a GPS area tool as well. You please, and you please. There we go. Just get a few cosmic dusts. Ah! There we go. Cool. Works for me. Perfect. Okay. Right, so another GPS tool times 2. Are we not getting our glass panes when we request them to be crafted? I'm confused. That's like a regular old crafting recipe. Why is that being weird? Right? There's no reason that shouldn't be working. I'm super confused. What? Where is all my glass panes going? Anyone? Are they defaulting into here? That might be what's happening. Because glass panes, do they have EMC? Yes. Maybe anything with EMC is prioritizing in here? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm going to want is this to be neodymium. We need to filter this. Yeah, because by default, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right? And then you are keratin. And then you're silicon and mercury, and that's it so far. right? So silicon and mercury. Okay, now when we say GPS tool, we're missing glass, which probably makes sense. We can get more of that because that is EMCable. Right, and now our glass should have, oh, it didn't stay in there. Why didn't you stay in there? Oh, probably because all you guys are here. Right. So let's break you two for now. And now we will try that again. Yeah, I was being clever, but I wasn't being very clever. And that's the problem. Now where did you all go? You're filtered, right? Oh, it's blacklist mode. Ha! I have to set these to whitelist. And technically, I could probably put those other things back and put them on with an empty whitelist, but whatever. Hey, Dyer hasn't had all his coffee yet today. I'm a little bit not awake yet. Okay. And then remember, cosmic ingots are weird about stacking. I don't know why. But there we go, GPS tool. Nice. GPS area tool, for that matter. All right, so now your job. Clean all that up. All right, so now let's relocate the settings for this guy. So I'm just going to move him. So drone, you're with me. You're broken. I can move this over here. And it doesn't matter where I program him at, but it's easier to be like right here. Okay, so then we import the program back in. So here's our how to turn, this stuff. Now, the area that we're going to pick up items from is going to be that inventory right now. So let's get you. And we're going to modify this to be here now. Right? And then I should be able to just do that and then this and copy them down. Right? And then we want to drop. Did I have it like a block above? Is that what I did last time? There. GPS tool, GPS tool. Perfect. And then the area was Y level 100. Maybe it wasn't. Well, we'll find out. So this area is now going to be you and you. Perfect. So now if I store that back in the drone and tell you to run again, and I ask for Terra Steel, am I going to mostly get it? Now remember, it's not auto picking up yet. And that worked. Beautiful. Okay. But now let's augment this thing, right? So what I'm saying is, if there's no items sitting in the space, we're allowed to do these things, right? That works. So now how would we want to add to this to then also pick up the Terra Steel? What we could say is... Yeah. You're waiting 20 ticks, and then you go. So if I made this one, and we named him Pickup, right? So if there's no items here, you're going to go drop the items. However, if there are items there, then what we're going to want to do is have a label for Pickup that says, go get Terra Steel, right? So we're going to have a, wherever it might be, import from inventory, export to inventory, void, drop items. There's got to be a pickup around here somewhere. There it is. Pickup items, right? So your pickup, the area that you're going to pick up items is the area that we were checking, right? But then we want to filter it for just Terra steel. Okay. So you're allowed to pick up Terra steel, and then once you have the Terra steel, I want you to put it in there. Okay. So you're going to be an export to inventory. This location. Okay. Works for me. All right. So now, if I put Mr. Drone there, and there's Terra steel on the ground, he should be picking it up. He should be picking it up. Pick up Terra steel. Let's go. Pick up items. Yeah. That should be right. Why don't you want to pick up that item? I could just like GPS tool it, maybe? So if I were to do this, and we did you like that, that's an area. And then we just changed this area to be from here to here. And it's a left click and then a right click and a box. So if I preview area on this, we should see it. Cool. Okay. Sweet. Not enough puzzle pieces, huh? Required 8. I need more puzzle pieces. This is why we were programming these things over here. All right. Real quick, I guess let me make... I need one of these dudes. So I need capacitors. I'll be right back. Okay. Puzzle piece is good. Maybe it didn't export properly before, or did something wrong. Whatever's. All right, now you're good. All right, so now when there's an item here, he should pick it up and put it in the thing. Why don't you want to export to this inventory? You're close. It's close. Right? Export to inventory. Oh, I put it in the wrong box area. Oh, my bad. So actually, yeah, you. There we go. Now you should be cool. So this time, go ahead, you can put it there. Why do you keep dropping it? Yes, you should be putting it there. Is this like in the way or something? Oh yeah, it might be in the way. All right, so how about I do this? You ready? I'm just gonna run the cabling. Instead of ugly like that? Okay, so here we go. You ready? Terra steel, start. You should grab it all, drop them, and then pick them up and put them in there. Cool. That works for me. That works for me. Let this thing run up here. That works. Maybe I'll move that. We'll see. For now, I'm just going to leave it because I want to get this going. Okay, cool. Now, is it too much to ask him to pick up like lots more stuff? I don't think so, right? So, we can start with that. So now we probably want to branch some logic off here, right? Because what we're saying is first check if there's items there. If there's no items there, then do the thing for making the Terra steel. But what we can probably check is whether or not there's any items inside the import chest here. And failing that, go pick up items from the other crafters. Does that sound cool? That sounds cool to me. So what I'm going to do is move this whole thing over to here, and we're going to throw another logic in, right? We're going to say condition fluid entity, is this? Checks an inventory for a certain amount of items. It will count up all matching items specified by the filter, omit the filter to count every item. Cool. That's what we want, right? So what we're going to say is condition items, okay? So we're going to make a copy here. And this will be go, actually, right? And this will be make Terra, okay? And then he's going to say, if there's any items in that chest, I'm going to sleep there. Right, he's going to say, if there's any items in this chest, right, which will be located at these coordinates, right? Any blocks greater than or equal to 1, then it's true, right? So that would be, you go this way. Right? Cool. Okay. So let's test that real quick. Hopefully I have enough puzzle pieces to test that properly. Okay. So this should just work exactly the way it did before. But he's not going to go anywhere until there's items in the chest. Now he's going to go pick it up. Cool. And then he'll do his thing. And then he's just going to chill because there's nothing in the chest. Right? Now what we want to do is say if there's no items in the chest, we're going to try pickups. Okay? And that's going to be a label that's going to sit over here. And that will be to pick up items from here to here. We might want that to be 1 block higher. Okay, so inside this area of effect, you try to pick up items, but we want to blacklist cosmic dust. Okay. So that's going to look like pick up items, okay, from this area. Okay. Preview area. See? That area. Okay. And then we want to filter, but the filter goes on the left side if you want to blacklist it. Okay. And that's going to be cosmic dust. Now remember, cosmic dust is weird. Check to match on extended item data such as enchantments. So I'm going to say no. I might have to make this a mod ID, but we'll see what happens. But hopefully that's cool. So if the filter's on the right, it's a whitelist. If the filter's on the left, it's a blacklist. Cool. And then anything you pick up, put in this inventory. Cool. Now I'm probably going to need a few more puzzle pieces for this. Yep, required 7. So I'll be back after I make another circuit. Okay, so puzzle pieces gotten. So here's what should work. All right, so you go do your thing. And the other problem is I don't want him to pick up gold, but that should be okay. Let's see what happens. So if I say, give me a bunch of mana steel, like 10. Okay, none of that worked the way I'd hoped it would. All right, between my magnet and everything else, but let's take that off. Ring of magnetization, you can come off. And then if I just put you guys in here, that should be fine, right? By the way, you might want to stack upgrade at some point, but we'll deal with that. What I should probably do. That should be cool. All right. Now, you are apparently charging. That's fine. Can I tick accelerate the charging? Looks like it. Let me sleep through this rain. All right, so let's test this by just dropping that there. That should be working. Shouldn't that be allowed to be picked up? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't add this as a try pickup. Haha. There's your problem. Here, you. There's your problem. All right, so now we throw a piece of dirt. Oh, look, he's doing it. And then he's grabbing it and he's doing the thing. Cool. So now if I said, hey, give me some mana steel, he's going to go grab all the mana steel and put them away. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Okay, and then if I say, give me some Terra steel, he should do that too. Good little drone. Good job. All right. That is cool. That is cool. Now, just as a quick test, I'm not quite ready to do this yet, but it should work. I believe my redstone is here. So if I threw some cosmic dust in there, he should wind up, being able to pick that up. Except that it flew kind of out of range. I might move these up. If I moved everything up 1Y level, then it would no longer fly like crazy. Let's do that next episode. For now, Adult20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time and have some more fun playing with this stuff, because I am having a good time doing this. All right, for now, Adult20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.